How's it going, everyone? This is Hans here with Anfield After Hours. And yeah, it was a bitter morning over here, waking up at the crack of dawn, hoping to watch some sort of match that, would be enjoyable. I was hoping we'd go for the win. But it just really didn't turn out that way, did it? It was one of those old school Liverpool performances where you're just like, what is even going on? I think I haven't really felt this way, like Klopp era, like more Brendan Rodgers time, where I just felt like there was no real plan, no real identity. Players' quality levels just drastically dropped to the point where, I kind of, you were questioning players in a way. Is Diaz actually even good? What happened to him? Chiesa looked way off. He's a guy that I'm hoping really blows up. Harvey Elliott, again, is a player I love watching, but was a moment for him to really step up and shine. And he ended up playing right back more often than not, it felt like, and trying to be the Trent of the team and throw in passes, but not a goal threat, not being the number 10 or the guy, the winger that I think he is, or what we've seen him do in the Premier League. Yeah, it was kind of a little bit all over the place, to be honest. Let's just start with general thoughts of the game. I knew Slot was going to rotate, but this amount of heavy rotation was not what I was expecting. He kind of has treated every cup competition with utmost respect and, put a strong lineup in. The game against PSV in the Champions League, yes, there was a lot more rotations in, but, generally it's been pretty strong. And this time as well, it felt like, okay, he's going to put a semi-strong side in, not the first team lineup, but definitely recognizable names to get us through the game. But that didn't really happen. It was obviously the front line was there. Got a lot of guys coming back from injury. A lot of guys who are not playing that much. Jota, Chiesa, even Diaz hasn't really been playing because of how good Gakpo is. So when I saw the lineup, I was still pretty confident going into the game. But I think after like 20 minutes, I knew it was going to be one of these games where we're going to have to scrap by, get a scrappy goal, somehow get to a draw after the penalty went in for them, and then maybe nip it in extra time or even go to penalties. It just kind of felt like one of those games. Even if we drew it, we were going to go all the way to penalties, and then it would be a shootout at that point. But yeah, those are the kind of games where you really just don't want to give a goal away. Yeah, maybe we can grind something out at the end, but we just gave a goal away, and then Plymouth set up shop. So it's unfortunate because that low block they did was incredible. I mean, they really stifled our attack. And I think that to me was the most frustrating thing. And there was no one in the game really being that connective tissue for us in the midfield. It really felt like we were just back passing. And that's not uncommon with Slot's team. We do play a lot out from the back and rotate the ball. But there was no one in midfield coming in, grabbing that ball from that back line, and then going forward with it, threading a pass through to the front line, creating space, runners in there as well. I just didn't feel like we had any midfield at all. And I think that's the disappointing part. There's some talent there. Naoni's really good, but he's still very, very young in his development. Harvey Elliott was probably the biggest disappointment for me. Not really showing his vision or his passing or even getting a shot on goal. And I believe McDonald was the last one. But yeah, it just that midfield I think really hurt us. There was no connective tissue between our back and our front. And with the low block, you need someone who's going to be a little bit more of a creative spark. But that wasn't the case. So overall, I don't know. I think the most disappointing thing about today was just the way we played. I would have been okay if we had some more shots on goal. There's some genuine chances, and Plymouth just played out of their mind. But we didn't do anything, and then that was the worst part about it. Is it a sign of things to come in the summer? Will there be crazy changes? There's constantly rumors out right now about so many people's future. I'm just happy we're being focused on the league. I'm happy we're putting focus on the Champions League, and we're letting none of that noise really seeping into that. But yeah, you would have hoped for more. I think for all of us Liverpool fans, we want to be in every competition. But I do agree that this quadruple talk is kind of annoying every year. Like, it only seems to really happen to us because we seem to be in it every year. And going down the stretch, with Klopp, it happened. That happened a few times where that word was being thrown out, which is annoying because I feel like even with Man City, they never got this pressure of the quadruple. Maybe once or twice it was talked about, but never to the depths of the season where you're like, wow, this is a chance or something like that. So at least I'm just happy that's out the window. There's no more quadruple talk. I guess the main positive is this: going into the run end of the season, there will be more time for recovery. There'll be more time for our team to focus on games and not have these back-to-back double, triple weeks that has been happening. I think we go to Everton, we win, massive bounce back. The vibe will be there again, the feeling of like, yes, this is our focus, this is what we're going after. I think Champions League as well is a very big focus for the club and the team. And yeah, we can kind of just put this one behind us and move on. But overall, it just wasn't, the best game today. And again, Nunez, had a chance at the end there. Should have put a better shot on target with his header. Chiesa looked off it. Diaz, I don't know what's happened with him. So just, again, a little bit disappointing across the board. No one really stood out to me and did anything worth of note. I'm a bit gutted for Gomez. Don't really know what's happened there. He's a player I've always loved watching in the team. Just needs to get going. For some reason, it just kind of stalls out with him, But yeah, we'll see. We move on to Everton. It's going to be a tough game, but we'll have everyone back. Hopefully everyone rested. And then this is a chance for the team that doesn't play too often, the bench that doesn't play too often. Again, just get some minutes out. And, it seems the slot indicated that they need game time. So regardless they were out or not, and the performance level was below, at least they got 90 minutes in or close to it for some of the players. And let's hope that we see better performances out of them, especially example the likes of Diaz and the likes of Jota and Nunez, for example. And we go on. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you guys later. Peace.